What if one of your favorite childhood toys was caught on camera doing disturbing things? Well, it seems this has happened in various places around the world. If you're curious, join us as we explore disturbing children's toys that were banned. Let's dive in. Number 17. The Walking Mickey Mouse. In a quaint shop in Barbican, Plymouth, England, a foam Mickey Mouse came to life during the night. The shop owner placed the toy against a cabinet before closing up. The next morning, to his surprise, Mickey had moved about 40 centimeters. Intrigued and a little frightened, the owner checked the security footage. What he saw left him speechless. At 4 a.m., Mickey started moving on his own, taking deliberate steps before collapsing to the floor. Number 16. The Haunted Dolls of Pennsylvania. A family lived in a rural house in Pennsylvania where seemingly innocent dolls like Crystal, True, Monica, Charla, Isaac, Lily, Ashley, and Cameron hold a special place. It's not about spirits inhabiting these figures, but rather a collection of dolls that their owners claim are haunted. These paranormal enthusiasts acquired the dolls not only to investigate supernatural phenomena, but also to provide a loving home for these peculiar creatures. To document the lives of these dolls, a camera was installed to record every movement, both day and night. While many choose to watch puppies and kittens in their leisure time, others enjoy following a live stream of porcelain dolls. Surprisingly, the camera has already captured strange events. In 2009, an apparition of a little boy was caught on camera, appearing at the bottom of the stairs, fueling the curiosity of viewers. Number 15. Cabbage Patch Snack Time Kid. Cabbage Patch dolls were a staple on shelves in the 80s and 90s, but a specific version called the Cabbage Patch Snack Time Kid made headlines for less than pleasant reasons. Launched in the 1990s, this innovative doll allowed children to feed it with a spoon, watching food disappear into its mouth. The goal was to create a more realistic parenting experience. However, what seemed like harmless fun quickly turned into a nightmare. The doll had a motorized mechanism that allowed it to chew objects, but this feature became dangerous. Unfortunately, many children began placing fingers and hair in the doll's mouth, resulting in injuries and even bleeding. A total of 35 reports of children getting fingers or hair stuck in the mechanism led to the decision to pull the doll from stores. In 1996, the recall was issued, halting the production of this infamous toy. Number 14. The Teddy Bear Possessed by the Ouija Board. The Ouija Board, known for allegedly communicating with the spiritual world, has a rich history dating back to the 19th century. Although it started as a parlor game, many claim it can serve as a portal to supernatural entities. In this chilling video, we see two boys playing with a Ouija board. Suddenly, a teddy bear on the shelf behind them seems to come to life. It moves its head, looks around, and even slightly shifts its body. The boys, sensing a strange energy in the room, grab the bear to inspect it. Finding nothing unusual, they place it back, but the movements continue. Number 13. The Killer Elmo. Elmo, the lovable Sesame Street character, became the star of a childhood nightmare. After a simple battery change, young James Bowman's toy Elmo began issuing death threats. "Kill James," the doll said, sending the family into a panic. In another incident, an Elmo was recorded menacingly asking, "Who wants to die?" These shocking events led to the immediate removal of these toys from store shelves. Do you think it was a programming glitch or something more sinister? I have a question for you. First, I'd like to tell you that it's possible to keep up with the biggest curiosities of our world every day. But for that, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, have you subscribed yet? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Now that you've done that, let's go. Number 12. The Possessed FNAF Doll. Five Nights at Freddy's fans, get ready for a real-life scare. A doll from the famous horror game was caught on camera moving by itself on a table. No, we're not talking about the game. This was an actual toy. The most intriguing part? The owner posted another video showing there were no hidden batteries or magnets. The doll simply glided across the table, driven by some unseen force. And the strangest part? Other similar dolls remained perfectly still. What would you do if your FNAF toy started strolling across the table? Number 11. The Creepy Magic Wand. At first glance, this pink flower-shaped magic wand seems like an innocent toy, promising music and magic for kids. But beneath its charming exterior lies a horrifying secret. When the silver foil covering the wand is peeled away, a shocking image is revealed. A girl with red eyes and a sinister expression. To add to the horror, another foil at the tip of the wand hides an equally disturbing image. The most bizarre part? This toy was available in discount stores. Several people reported finding the same terrifying image in their wands. Fortunately, it's expected this toy has been pulled from the market. Number 10. The possessed Furby. Furbies, those cute interactive toys from the 90s, made headlines again in 2016, but not for good reasons. Disturbing videos began to circulate showing Furbies acting in a scary way. A pink Furby was filmed crying and moving on its own, emitting eerie sounds when pressed. Its eyes blinked frantically, adding an extra layer of horror to the scene. In another video, a brown and black Furby opened its mouth, blinked, and moved by itself. Number 9. The haunted pinwheel. Imagine a silent cemetery at night. Now, add a colorful pinwheel spinning on its own, with no wind whatsoever. Creepy, right? That's exactly what happened in an old rural graveyard. A nighttime visitor captured a toy pinwheel spinning wildly, even though the air was completely still. Some believe it's the spirit of a child trying to communicate. Others think it's just a camera trick. Number 8. The creepy teddy bear. A woman was peacefully sitting on her couch next to a large pink teddy bear. Suddenly, the unthinkable happens. The bear starts moving on its own. The scene, caught on security camera, shows the bear sliding backward as if it had a life of its own. The woman's reaction is pure terror. She jumps off the couch, trying to distance herself from the possessed toy. But the bear keeps moving, completely ignoring its owner's panic. The video cuts off abruptly, leaving us all wondering, what happened next? Number 7. The animated Woody. Toy Story fans, this one's going to give you chills. In a toy store, a family decided to film their purchase of a Woody doll. To their surprise, the doll seemed to move inside the box, just like in the movie. In another video, a Woody doll was caught moving in a kitchen. The toy looked directly at the camera and then fell into the sink, as if trying to pretend it was just a normal toy. Could Andy have been nearby? Or do toys really come to life when we're not looking? Number 6. The Cursed Barbie. Barbie, launched by Mattel in 1959, is a pop culture icon. But what if this beloved doll turned into an object of terror? In a viral video, a girl was happily playing with her Barbies when suddenly, one of them started moving on its own. The look of terror on the child's face as she screamed and threw the doll away was chilling. This moment sparked debates about the possibility of toy possession, raising an intriguing question: could our toys come to life? What do you think really happened in this video? Number 5. The train station doll. Imagine waiting for the train and suddenly spotting a creepy doll staring at you from the top of the platform. That's exactly what happened at the MRT Dhoby Ghaut train station in Singapore. A former Twitter user, Ashley Sue, shared photos of the eerie doll, which quickly went viral. The doll was dressed in oversized clothes and had large, frightening eyes. Ashley even asked for prayers, fearing she had been cursed. Many theories emerged. Some thought it was a prank, others suspected supernatural involvement. Some even claimed to have seen the doll moving at night, and a few people who passed by it reported experiencing bad luck in the following weeks. Eventually, the doll was removed, and an investigation was launched. Number 4. The Malevolent Car. Cars fans, be careful what you wish for. A toy car collector had a terrifying experience with one of his models. The car, which had already been making strange noises, began acting even more disturbingly. Every time the owner tried to grab the car, it made aggressive and threatening sounds. It was as if the toy had developed its own personality, and not a friendly one. Number 3. The possessed toys in the store. A girl discovered something strange while searching for Toy Story toys in a shop. The toys seemed to have a mind of their own, turning on and moving by themselves. But the strangest part was that every time she approached, they became active, making noises and appearing possessed. Were all the toys in the store haunted, or was it just a playful spirit moving them around? Number 2. The Possessed Stuffed Bunny. Get ready to meet the scariest bunny you've ever seen. In a chilling video, we see someone holding what appears to be an ordinary stuffed bunny. But things quickly turn terrifying when the toy starts moving on its own. The creepiest part? The bunny seems drawn toward the person filming, moving in their direction. The fear is palpable, and the person flees the room. When they return with backup, the bunny is even closer to the door. What would you do if you came across this evil Easter bunny? Number 1. The Haunted Toy Story Dinosaur. In the magical world of Toy Story, toys come to life when humans aren't watching. But what if that happened in real life? That's what seemed to occur with a toy dinosaur inspired by the film. The colorful, detailed dinosaur was sitting peacefully on a shelf when it was caught turning its head as if controlled by an invisible force. Meanwhile, the other Toy Story figures on the shelf remained still. It's unsettling to think that such an innocent toy could display supernatural powers in real life. Would you still leave this dinosaur on your bedroom shelf, or would you prefer to send it to the basement? Tell us what you would do. Bonus. Robert, the Haunted Doll. Robert the Haunted Doll is famous for his eerie appearance and the numerous paranormal experiences associated with him. Created in the early 20th century by a German toy maker, the doll became the property of a boy named Robert Eugene Otto, who lived in Key West, Florida. According to legend, a servant who practiced voodoo and was angry with the family gifted the young Robert with the doll, and he quickly developed a deep attachment to it, treating it as a living being. After receiving the doll, strange events began to occur in the house. As Robert grew, he insisted that the doll was alive and moved on its own. The boy claimed that Robert spoke to him and was the cause of various unexplained incidents. He reported that at night, the doll would sit on the edge of his bed, screaming and crying for its mother, only for her to arrive and find the room completely ransacked. After Robert's death, the doll passed through various hands and eventually was donated to the Fort East Martello Museum in Key West. Since then, visitors have reported strange experiences, such as the feeling of being watched, hearing giggles, and even witnessing the doll moving. It is believed that any disrespect or mockery towards Robert brings bad luck or misfortune. Therefore, many who have heard of the doll or visited feel the need to apologize, fearing their actions may have offended him. Museum visitors are advised to ask for permission before taking photos and to maintain a respectful attitude. The museum has received thousands of letters and emails from people around the world apologizing to Robert for any unconscious disrespect. Some have even traveled great distances to apologize in person, especially after making jokes about the doll. Curiously, Robert also inspired Chucky from the famous movie Child's Play. And what's your favorite toy? What would you do if it started moving on its own? Let me know down in the comments. If you're interested in part 2 of this video, leave a comment as well. That's all for now, curious ones. See you next time.